YouTubers and YouTubettes, what's going on? It's your buddy Jex coming at you from Cinebro Supreme. Been a while, and you'll notice a few different things. First of all, the setting. I am in my bedroom for a change, rocking out some vinyl. It's a little loud, actually. Yeah, rocking out to some vinyl in my bedroom. It's late at night. Well, it's 1/4 to midnight right now. You know, I didn't want to just be talking out loud, people sleeping. So, out of respect, I thought I'll do this locked up in my room. And secondly, the quality might be a little different. You'll notice I was gonna record this with the usual camera I usually use, just a little picture camera, and battery was dead. I must have forgot it on. Sometimes I plug it into the computer, upload some pictures, and I leave it on. So the battery died. So I whipped out this old camcorder, this old Sony camcorder, analog equipment. Yeah, so it's gonna take a lot longer to put that in the computer, but whatever. I want to do an update for you guys because it's long overdue. Got some DVDs, VHS, one Blu-ray. So yeah, I think I should get right into it because I want to keep it, you know, under 20 minutes, and I got lots to talk about here. So what do you say we get into it? These are from the last month and a half. I mean, close to 2 months actually. It's been a while I haven't done one of these. So yeah, here we go. First things first. Got these. Still loud. Rocking out. Can't hear myself think. Okay. These two first ones I got at the $5 bin at Walmart, and I was pretty thrilled about these. Don't underestimate the $5 bin at Walmart. Check it out, especially these Echo Bridge titles. In the past year, Echo Bridge has been releasing quite a few goods, including this one. This is Trancers, the cult classic trilogy. Trancers, of course, from Charles Band. Well, the two first ones are directed by Charles Band. So some full moon goodness, and I had never seen these, just kind of heard about them in updates, and I watched the first one. Actually, I just finished the first one before recording this, got home from work, and I started it earlier today, so I had like half hour left, finished it, loved it. It's some cool B-movie sci-fi action, so yeah, really liked it. I guess I was doing some research earlier, and I guess there's 6 of these. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a trilogy, but these are the 3 first ones. I've got Helen Hunt in these as well. I never even knew. I didn't know much about these, but yeah, I guess Helen Hunt is in 1, 2, and 3, and of course you got Tim Thomerson, and he plays Jack Death, and it's a really good role. First one reminded me a lot of the Terminator in many ways, the whole future time travel thing, and the sci-fi aspect of it all. Really reminiscent of the first Terminator, so if you're a fan of Terminator, I recommend Trancers. I liked it. Very cheesy, but very good. And another Echo Bridge Full Moon Association. This is an 8-movie pack called the Midnight Horror Collection. I thought this would be pretty cool. $5, 8 movies. A lot of these don't really interest me, but I got it for one reason, especially, and it's demonic toys. Don't know if you can see that. Right there, demonic toys. Yeah. So that, of course, is also a full moon picture. So I'm getting really into the full moon. You know, I hear a lot about those movies on in updates, so thought I'd try it out. The other movies, just a lot of the stuff on here are like from the 2000s, so it's a lot of stuff I never really heard of, not really interested in, because I'm not a big fan of, you know, low-budget horror movies from the 2000s, the 21st century, if you will. Not my thing. I like the horror B-movies from like the 80s, the 90s, but for the 2000s, for some reason, I just don't like the vibe, the feel of them. But that's just me. But I'll name the movies that are on here: The Dead Sleep, Backwoods Bloodbath, Curse of the Black Hodag, Witchcraft 13, Blood of the Chosen, Zombie Dearest, and the next 4 are the full moon titles. Evil Bong from 2006. That one I've heard about, actually. Scott's Slasher World, I believe, was talking about it at one point, and looks pretty cool. Stoner horror movie with Tommy Chong, so that's worth a look. Probably gonna watch that with Lucas one of these nights. The next one, Meridian from 1990. You know, this is where it gets interesting, going back in the 90s. Demonic Toys from 1992. And Decadent Evil, also directed by Charles Band. So, has some potential. You know, like I said, a lot of those don't really interest me, but it was $5, and I got 8 movies on here, so got nothing to lose, really. Oh! Totally forgot to mention, I just got a glimpse of myself on the flip screen here. Check out the haircut, guys! Yeah! Chopped off all my hair earlier this week. About 3-4 days ago, yeah! Yeah, I had long hair for the longest time, like for the past year or so I had been letting my hair grow, and I just kind of really got sick of it. It was always in my eyes and just getting warm too in the summertime, so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna cut it all off. So yeah, it looks pretty nice, refreshing. Alright, but enough fashion talk, let's keep talking movies. These next two I got at the bargain shop 2 nights ago. Really cool. Got a few classics here. This one was a cool find. The Blob, Steve McQueen, 1958, the original. Never seen it. Actually, never even seen it available. So I thought this looked cool. I just love that cover. It looks like I don't know. It looks like a big box VHS or something. You know, I could imagine seeing a big box with this artwork. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one out there. But yeah, when I picked it out, I had a feeling, you know, I don't think this is a big budget DVD release. I think it's probably like a VHS rip. It's by Saturn Productions, which I never heard of. So I thought I'll buy it anyway. It was like $4, tax included. So I thought, why not? And I popped it in, and yeah, it is a VHS rip, but it was enjoyable nonetheless. I enjoyed it. I had only seen the remake, and I love the remake from the 80s, but this one is just a classic. It's cool. Pretty slow-paced, actually, not much going on, but still well done, better than I expected. So yeah, pretty cool, even though it's not a big budget release. There's no menu, actually. There's not even a menu. The movie just kind of starts, but still, I don't even know. I've never seen another DVD release. I don't know if there's a better one out there, probably, but this one's good enough for me. Love that artwork, like I said. So, The Blob. Keeping up with the classics topic, I had to pick this one up. King Kong in 1933. This is the special 2-disc edition. This one was $5 plus tax, but I thought that's pretty cool. Love that cover art. I believe that's the original poster art. I might be mistaken, but it looks like a 30s style poster. So yeah, I was happy to find this. My Cinebro Alex really likes this movie. He's a big fan. I've never even seen it. I've heard lots about it. And as a movie fan, I should own this. You know, by law, I should own this. So yeah, thought I'd check it out. King Kong. Yeah, like I said, Alex really likes it, and I actually bought him a DVD a few years back. I found it. He kept talking about how much he wanted to find it, so I found him a copy. Bought it for him. I wish, dude, if I would have found this copy first, the 2-disc, I would have got it for you. You know, but yeah, can't wait to watch it. King Kong. Next few. I got Jewel of the Nile, Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, Danny DeVito, the sequel to Romancing the Stone, which I'm a fan of. I've never seen Jewel of the Nile completely. I've seen some bits and pieces, but never watched it the whole way through. Everyone I talk to about it say it's not as good as Romancing the Stone, but you know, it's good nonetheless. So I thought I should own this. This was previously viewed at Blockbuster. Not our local Blockbuster closed, but this was in Moncton, about 2 hours away, so but hey, it's not bad. They were having a sale, 30% off than previously viewed, so picked it up. Oh, this next one I was thrilled to find. Got this at the Parlor in Moncton. It was like less than $3, I think. Are you ready for this? Suspiria, the Anchor Bay Horror Legacy series. Check out that cover art. Finally got me the Anchor Bay edition. I've been looking for this because some of you might remember a few months ago, back in February, I picked this edition, Suspiria. See, slightly different. This is the Anchor Bay I just picked up, and this one is by some unknown company called Guillotine Films. Anyway, I was really pissed off with this release because it clearly says in the back here, digitally remastered for superior quality. I was like, oh, alright, cool. It's not Anchor Bay, but whatever. And it's all bullshit. You know, it's clearly a VHS rip. Now, I know what you're thinking, you know, what's wrong with VHS quality? You love VHS. That's true. I collect VHS, and I love I love VHS quality, but when you buy a movie that says digitally remastered, that's what you expect. So that's what pissed me off, you know, the false advertisement. Not the quality itself, it's just the fact that I was expecting good quality and I didn't get it. That's what frustrated me. But anyway, yeah, I was really, this release just pissed me off because of this dishonesty. Don't need that! So yeah, but I found the Anchor Bay. At Anchor Bay, you cannot go wrong. You know, they aim to please. So, yeah, I was happy to find this for so cheap. I believe it's out of print. So, yeah, Suspiria. And this one's widescreen, digitally mastered, and it's got some special features, which the other one did not. You got theatrical trailers, TV spot, radio spots, Demonium music video, poster, still gallery, talent bios, and you got 3 languages, English, Italian, and French. So, get a lot more for your money than the other edition, which I threw right over here. Okay, so yeah, Suspiria. Glad to have finally found that copy. Next one, another movie I was thrilled to find. Hadn't seen it since I was a kid. Didn't remember much about it. They Live. John Carpenter's They Live. I don't know what to say about this movie. Those of you who have seen it, you know how awesome it is. John Carpenter, you know, hits the bullseye once again, makes it a fantastic movie. Action, sci-fi, goodness. Those of you who haven't seen it, go out and grab it right away. Go out and get this movie. They Live. It's just awesome. With Rowdy Roddy Piper from the 80s WWF days. He plays the main character in this. He's like a construction worker, and long story short, he finds these pair of sunglasses, and he really sees the true colors of some people that are actually not people. They're like this alien form, and they look like that. And yeah, it's just so enjoyable. And his co-star, Keith David, is in this, and yeah, he does a great job. Great fight scene. Those of you who've seen it know what I'm talking about. One of the best fight scenes in cinematic history. Yeah, They Live. Absolute. One of my favorite sci-fi movies. Absolutely awesome. Next one up, for old time's sake, had to pick this up. I found it at a pawn shop for $5. In the Army Now, Pauly Shore. I went like late June, early July. I went through this Pauly Shore craze. You know, I watched Son-in-Law and See No Man, and then I realized, hey, I don't own In the Army Now, and I knew of a pawn shop that had it, so I went to pick it up. And I didn't even watch it, actually. I started it, I watched like the first 10 minutes, then I had to go to work, and I just never finished it. But I've seen it hundreds of times when I was a kid, so I thought it'd be cool to own for old time's sakes. In the Army Now. And the next ones, I got some TV stuff. Starting with Pee-wee's Playhouse, the Christmas special. Found this at Blockbuster as well, previously viewed. I had to pick it up. I love Pee-wee Herman and Pee-wee's Playhouse and Pee-wee's Big Adventure movie. I love all that stuff, so I thought this would be a cool DVD to own. And I watched it, yeah. I got this was like early July, so middle of summer, watching a Christmas special, and I just enjoyed it anyway. It doesn't matter to me. You know, it was really awesome. Lots of great cameos in here, lots of special guests. You know, I won't go into them, I don't want to spoil nothing, but yeah, really cool. Lots of cool 80s goodness in there for sure. And the next few DVDs are TV series I bought. Curb Your Enthusiasm Season 2. A few updates ago I mentioned how I got the first season, and I had never watched it from the beginning before, and I just got hooked instantly, so I had to go out and get the second season. There's only 10 episodes per season, which doesn't feel like enough, because now I gotta keep getting them, you know, because every time I finish a season, I'm like, I want more, you know. It's such a great, addictive show. I've been a fan of Seinfeld since I was a kid, so this is, of course, co-creator of Seinfeld, Larry David, so it's the same type of humor, and yeah, I fell in love with this show, so yeah, gotta go get season 3 now. And keeping up with the topic, got Seinfeld season 6. I had up to season 5. You know, I'm slowly getting all the Seinfelds. I'm in no hurry, you know, because it's on TV all the time, so I don't run out of Seinfeld to watch, but you know, I like to buy them. I like to get all the seasons eventually, so I'm just slowly buying them all. I got season 6. It was $15 at Walmart. Usually they're like around 20, so I thought, hey, I'll buy it for 15. So yeah, season 6, Seinfeld. This is another blast from the past from when I was a kid. Had to pick this up. Boy Meets World, the complete first season. I've been wanting to rewatch this for a while now because it's been ages, and I was like, I used to love that show. I almost didn't buy it because I thought, you know, it was good when I was a kid, but what if I watch it now and I'm older and it's not as good? You know, that happens a lot. But no, I've been watching this and it's just as good as remember. Really cheesy, but a good trip down memory lane. Love this show, Boy Meets World. Alright, now I'm going to go through these last ones rather quickly, you know, finish off this video. I've been talking for quite a while, but I got one Blu-ray. Found this for $5 at Walmart, the summer blowout sales, and I love this movie, so I had to pick it up. $5, it's a steal if you ask me. Blu-ray. Cujo, based on the Stephen King novel. Really love this movie, so I had to pick it up for that cheap. Blu-ray for $5. That's a great deal. You can't get better than that. So, Cujo, as you see, it's still sealed. Haven't opened it yet because, as you see, I got lots of movies, so I gotta kind of pick and choose what I watch. So I will get to this eventually. Now on to the VHSs. Only got 5 of these. That's why I'm just gonna include them in here instead of making a separate video. It will be kind of pointless just for 5 tapes. So I'm gonna go through these quickly. Let's start with the Warner clamshell. You guys know how much I love these. Had to pick this one up. It was $2, and it's none other than The Man with Two Brains. Steve Martin. This is actually my favorite Steve Martin movie. Been a fan of it since like my teen years. I actually own this on DVD. So yes, I already owned it, but I picked it up for 2 reasons. My favorite Steve Martin movie, and it's a Warner clamshell, and I just, you know how much I love these things. So yeah, I had to pick it up anyway. $2. I thought, that's not so bad. It'll look great on my shelf. It's a little faded on the spine there, but still, it's uncut. Around here, Warner clamshells that are not cut are hard to come by. Usually when you find one, they're cut to fit a smaller clamshell. So when you find one uncut like this, you jump on it, you grab it. Yeah. I also picked this one up, Explorers, from 1985, with Ethan Hawke, River Phoenix, and the other kid who I'm not sure who he is, but yeah, those 3 dudes that build a spaceship. Got a similar feel to the Goonies. It's got a very Goonies vibe for me anyway. I find. Why am I stuttering so much? This was directed by Joe Dante, and it was pretty cool. I remember seeing it. I'm tired, by the way. If you wonder why I'm slurring my words so much, I'm pretty tired. I worked tonight, and you know, here I am making it. I just had to make this video. You know, I've been wanting to make this update for a while, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make it before going to bed. So yeah. So if you find I'm stuttering and slurring my words, I'm just tired, guys. So yeah, Explorers. Yeah, it was pretty good. I remember seeing it when I was a kid on TV, so I really didn't remember much about it, but it was alright. It kind of didn't go nowhere after a while. Like, they get to space and they encounter aliens, and for like what feels like the longest time, like a half hour, they're just kind of talking with the aliens, and it's not really going nowhere. I don't know. That was my opinion. I couldn't really get into it much, but still good to have. Explorers. Oh, this next one was a cool find. I got this for $1 at a thrift store in Moncton. Once again, been spending a lot of time there. It's just a 2-hour drive, so it's fun. You can find a lot of good stuff there. So yeah, this was cool. The making of the Terminator. So this is like a half-hour special. Really cool. I watched it the first night I got it, and it's really informative. Some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff. Because I have the DVD, the MGM DVD of the Terminator, and there's not many special features that I remember. I think there's just like a trailer. That's it. I know there's a special edition out there, but I already got that bare bones one. But yeah, this was a cool find by Interglobal Home Video. So yeah, gotta love it. This next one, okay, this was a diamond in the rough. I didn't know much about it, but I trusted my gut, bought it, and I ended up loving it. This was great. Still at the thrift store. It's called Shrunken Heads from Full Moon Entertainment. This is actually a screener copy, as you see here, for promotional use only. So every 4 minutes there's a message that'll come up at the bottom of the screen saying like 1994, Paramount Pictures, blah blah blah, you know, not for sale or rent. and it's only there for a minute, and then every 4 minutes it comes back up, but it's not enough to distract you. Like there are some screeners, because I watched this with Lucas, and he was telling me that some screeners, you know, the color actually changes to black and white. That could be really distracting, but this one, no, I'm holding on to it. I don't care that it's a screener. It's not distracting enough. But yeah, didn't know anything about it. Popped it in with Lucas, and we were both like, "What? Like, this is awesome! This is just great! This is great cheese, horror cheese." It's these 3 kids. They're comic book fans, so as you can imagine, that automatically had our attention. Okay, they're comic book fans. I mean, come on, and they dream about being superheroes and all of that. And there's these bullies that are always kind of terrorizing them. Actually, rips their comics. Lucas and I were like, "Oh, this is not cool!" Ripping the comics and everything. And anyway, they're pretty. I'm not gonna give too many spoilers away, but the bullies are pretty hardcore and end up gunning down the kids. You know, I wasn't gonna say it because I don't want to spoil nothing, but that's a pretty. You see it in the trailer, yeah. They get shot down and killed, but yeah, and this voodoo guy brings them back to life, but only their heads, and they're shrunken heads, and they actually fly around and, you know, seek out revenge and you know, rid the good people of the bad people. It's just so entertaining. It's directed by Richard Elfman, brother of Danny Elfman, and Danny Elfman actually does the opening theme to this, and it's just really great. Check it out. I highly recommend it. Yeah, talk about a diamond in the rough. Shrunken heads. Full moon goodness. And the last VHS I picked up, still at the thrift store. I am a big SNL fan. Saturday Night Live, the old SNL from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Big fan of those eras. So I got this tape. It's just Saturday Night Live, the best of, special edition, including Wayne's World. So it's got like 3 episodes on here, but not full episodes. They're kind of like, I don't know, condensed episodes, I guess you could say. They're shortened, like they don't include musical performances or anything like that. They're just the best skits. But you got one episode, the first episode by hosted by Tom Hanks, then the next one is hosted by Wayne Gretzky, and the other one is by Delta Burke, which I didn't really know who she was, but it was an okay episode. But yeah, this was a good tape for $1. Had to pick it up. So, those would be my DVD, Blu-ray, VHS purchases of the past month and a half. I don't know, I'm really tired, so I apologize for that, guys, but, you're watching me just talk. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm so tired. But, I wanted to make this. Yeah, I thought, you know what, it's now or never. I've been waiting long enough. I just never had the time, it seemed. And, whew, it's hot in here. So, yeah, I wanted to show that to you guys before I went to bed, and I hope you enjoyed, and, stay tuned. Peace out.